Welcome to day 9. Welcome to day 9 of the motherhood journey with Queen Belen. Hope you're doing great. So, exciting day also. Um, Bobby was not at work overnight, so he was with us through the night, and he did lots of work. He was able to experience firsthand the the night vigils that my baby puts us in, you know, the fussiness, the diaper change, he was a good sport. He really did good. And so I lost count of how many times baby woke up during the night and I had to prop myself up, um, you know. And something I've noticed is that the the pain of the impact of the pain of the surgery as is reducing on a daily basis. I can laugh up to my belly now, even though it's not 100%. Like I can actually laugh like 80%. I can cough and not want to die. I can sneeze. Those activities that involves belly movement are not as excruciating as they were in the earlier days. So, but at night, getting up and having a full bladder is still a experience. It's still very, very painful. And I literally have to drag myself out of bed and literally crawl to the restroom because the pain is quite unbearable. But then, um, that's the situation report. But it's not like when I'm pressed during the day, like I have that pain, but you have slept and then you wake up feeling pressed, your bladder is full. So that feeling is very painful for me, and even letting it out is painful. And also doing number two, passing out more waste is still very painful. So I just thought I should still state that. It's still very much painful. But you just have to do it because when you do it, you get relieved. So I'm still drinking my mint tea, and it helps to release gas. It helps to go to the toilet. So what I've decided to do is to have it first thing in the morning and last thing in the night. And I think so far so good. So that last thing in the night because so that when I wake up in the middle of the night, it's easy for me to pass the stool. Yeah. So around so baby still wasn't really sleeping for long. Probably allowed us to sleep for 5 minutes, wake up, 1 hour, wake up. We're just breaking the sleep like that. So like around 8, I had to get out of bed and just suck myself out for the morning and drink my mint tea and left him with his father because he had been eating for like, you understand, every hour. So like it can't be hunger that is making him to still want to, you know, that is making him cry. So him and his father were able to figure themselves out and they slept off together in each other's arms. Isn't that sweet? And they were like that till I think around 11 for another 3 hours. While I was just, I think more or less laughing around and just doing I said yogurt for breakfast. Yeah, yogurt and different kinds of nuts and all of that. And yeah, you would have expected I would have done a lot of things within that period, but hey, oh yeah, so during that period I decided to express milk again, and this time around it's also got better and I was able to express a little much more than I did the last time I think that was on the 6th day. I was able to do a lot more better and it was good. So around 12 my senior friend that came late last night called that, oh, she's coming over again so that she could say goodbye before she leaves for the train station. So my husband advised like, oh, why don't you take her out since she still has like a few more minutes into an hour to leave. And I bought into the idea, Normally I should still be in excruciating chest pain and all that. But bearing in mind that the midwife said it's better for you to move around, don't stay in one spot. And fresh air is good for baby. So I decided to take on the challenge and dressed up. Then we left the house. My niece helped with the car seat and the push chair and the push chair, and we left and got to the train station. And we took pictures and all of that. And took pictures and all of that. And we said the goodbyes and all of that. It was nice. Went to a few other places. And got the burger and headed back home. It was cool. It was a nice day. And baby was actually quite cooperative also again. So before we left the house, I couldn't find something that was breastfeeding friendly to actually wear that I could use outside. And guess what came to the rescue? The milk that I had expressed earlier. So I decided to warm it up and put in a warmer. And by the time, it was around 2:30 when my senior friend's train was going to leave, baby started to cry. And we brought out the milk, but it was cold. So I went into Starbucks to request for hot water. And they gave it to her graciously. And we warmed up the milk and gave to Bobo. And he took it with so much glee. And in no time, it really want again, so there was still like half of the milk remaining. So what we did was to put the milk of the initial expressed one and the new one together, just to the more the merrier. And that was it. We took it and slept back, so we still had like half of the milk remaining. So we left and I had to go home and all of that. So upon getting home, baby had pooped. He had pooped and needed to change him. So I decided to like really like give him a good shower as opposed to just cleaning him up, because the clamp on his belly button had actually eventually fallen off on the ninth day. On the ninth day. So his father was there, and the two of us had to literally hold Bobo down because he was not having it. But one thing I noticed was that he enjoyed the feel of warm water on his skin. And then we used hot towel to touch on the navel area as advised by old women from our families and friends, and also from one of the midwives actually, so that it will help the navel to heal completely, not just on the surface but inside also. And Baba liked it, baby liked it so much. So after the shower, dressed him up and it was good. So I decided to give him the remaining milk from the bottle, and baby started to, he was putting it in his mouth but spitting it out. And I had to have a frank talk with him. Look, if you waste this milk, you are not going to have milk from breast. You better behave yourself with this one. And he started do it small, then take some. But I think I wasn't placing the bottle correctly. I didn't let him latch properly, like put the whole bottle in the whole feeding mouth in his mouth, like latch on correctly, like not just on the nipple but on the areola of the bottle. When I did that, it was obvious he was taking the milk better. So after that, decided he slept off. But then I was already feeling heavy in my breast. So, and I promised him that if he, he was a good boy, he would get milk from the breast. So I woke him up, and of course, the breast is as well as mine. He was looking for breast, and he started to suck. And after a while, I slept off. But I didn't sleep deeply. Woke up again, had to feed him again, and then after that, he slept off. So, trying to while he's asleep, see what I can do, and that was the time I even used in recording this, you know. So far so good. 9th day, eventful. Took pictures, baby went out, I went out, and it wasn't like I was optimal, you know. My niece would be in front of me, and I would be far behind watching her and the baby go. But then I kept moving, and I think I recorded about 3,000 steps on my Samsung Health app, so not bad for someone that has been recording zero for over 10 days, I think. So yeah, not bad, not bad, not
Kindly
bad.
like and subscribe and share with your friends. Thank you.
So far so good. See you in the next episode.